WYDOE Podcast collaboration with the Syndicate Nation, episode 1. Let's get it.
Thank you, WYDOE.
Thank
wow.
One time for anybody out there chasing their dreams. One time for the family. One time for my day ones. And one time for the bad bitches in the back that's rocking with it, girl. Play with me.
And just like that, baby, we officially live on the official WYDOE Podcast, live with your boy WYDOE. And I'm very excited to announce tonight is the first official Syndicate Nation WYDOE Podcast collaboration live show. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on the boys. Okay, one by one, who we got in the building? Talk to me nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, boy.
I like that intro.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo, the WYDOE. Hey, come on. Hey,
It's a good feeling when your own intro video can be your own song.
Yes, boo.
Yes, no. Nah, you doing your thing, my boy. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you,
man. Shout out.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Real shit.
You know that. Yeah, Keeks, if you can go sideways, it should go full screen. You might have to switch to unlock on your phone, but without further ado, man, obviously you guys see some familiar faces. My brothers Weez and Flea, college teammates. We got Keeks in the building. What is Syndicate Nation? Can y'all tell me what y'all boys represent?
What's up, y'all? It's Keeks from Syndicate Nation, man. Syndicate Nation, we are, one syndicate means a group of like-minded people. So we're a group of like-minded people working on like-minded tasks. We're a whole bunch of people that come from urban communities, and we all just use sports as like a stepping stone, and we don't make sports our lives. Exactly. We use sports as a tool. So that's one thing that we all come together on, and that's one thing we all agree on. So that's one thing we want to push forward to our communities that we're from and just across the nation. We don't want the narrative to be that sports is the end all be all. Like, it should just be a stepping stone, a tool. You should use it to leverage to be able to get into other spaces. So that's what Syndicate Nation is. Flea, Josh, I got anything?
Bro, go ahead, Flea.
Yeah, so we all had like our own motion. We all had our own.
You had it, Brody.
Yeah, Fields was doing the stocks. I had my sports bet. I had the Discord. We had the podcast. So we wanted to find a way to combine everything and put it all under one umbrella. So that was the way. That was the name we put on it. We was trying to figure out how to put everything together. So came up with
giving back to the community, giving back to the youth, motivating the youth, and just spreading knowledge and spreading our past and what we went through and how we learned from it, and
hopefully it can help somebody else.
Exactly.
Right. See, and the whole reason I started my show, I used to make music back in the day, as y'all mentioned. Okay, WYDOE. The whole point of making music, because I looked at it as a sport. I knew I was nice with the bars, but I just wanted a voice. I wanted to be the voice that I wish that I could have listened to, that looked like me, that liked the things that I did. So now we're doing that on the podcast platform. As y'all know, man, I'm glad I'm at 85 episodes on my show, man. Appreciate Weez and Flea. They've been a guest on my show many a times.
Yes, sir.
We've had the college reunion, so I'm excited for what we got here.
I'm gonna be in it.
Bro.
I'm gonna be in it.
Bro, we see the growth, you know what I mean? So,
but I say that because y'all are part of it. We're all here. We're all growing. And now y'all see them on their own show, doing their own thing, getting into their own field. So,
man, trying.
And there's no competition. It's only right if you merge them together. And that's what we're doing here.
Absolutely.
Got a couple of topics if y'all boys don't mind, man. Obviously, we might have Coop, might have some more guests jump in.
Our boy Coop, our boy Cassius.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Cash is gonna jump in. Okay, that's we're gonna
yes, sir.
And a real hooper. Okay,
yes,
everybody here is a hooper. Let's talk about it.
Yes,
real quick.
Sir.
I seen Keeks highlights. I see him out there. He's a slim guy like me. Jumper. I see it. Game respect.
I see it.
But I got a few topics, okay, and I'm glad you guys are coaches. You guys coach the game. You're looking at the game from a coach's perspective. So I have a few questions, as Flea and Weez know me well. I'm an out-of-the-box guy, an out-of-the-box thinker. I might not be the biggest defender, but when I guard Weez and Flea, I'm going to do things that are going to make it difficult for them, right? So I have a few out-of-the-box questions. as coaches, I've always wondered, do you guys believe there's a scenario where a team could implement a nonstop sub, where maybe it's a couple of players or maybe just two defenders, where nonstop you're subbing in somebody, that way it's 100% effort, 100% pace? Or do you believe you have to let guys get their time, let it figure out, and go from there?
I believe you gotta let them have their run. You gotta let them have a run. You gotta let them go. If you just keep yanking people out, you never get to a momentum. You never get to a flow, and that could get spooky. And as a hooper, I would be tight if my coaches kept subbing me in and out. Like, bro, like let me get something done here.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, I think you gotta let your players get into a flow before you start like subbing them out quickly. Now, if you have keys for this game that we went over, we practiced all week, and then we went over right before this game, and you're going out there completely ignoring the game plan and the keys that we have, you're getting subbed out. I don't give a fuck how quick it is. But like just basic, just to keep 100% energy, nah, I'm okay with that.
Gotcha. And would you
also-
agree that in a modern, sorry, Weezy, would you agree in
You good, bro.
modern hoops that the trigger of how quickly someone's getting subbed out for an ill-advised shot has kind of eased up a little bit?
Oh yeah, it's way different. It's called the leash. The leash is way longer now, way longer, and way more people have the green light. It was like 2 people on the team back in the day that had the green light, max. Like everybody else go get off the rebound. But yeah, that's the way the game is played.
Weez, what you think? Go ahead.
I also feel like it also goes back to, as a coach, you knowing your players. You know what I mean? Like knowing their tendencies, their strengths, their weaknesses. So I'm gonna try to put the best defenders out there. You know what I mean? And if they can't do what they're doing, I gotta ride them to see if they're gonna figure it out. If they can't figure it out within 2.5 quarters, then, you know what I mean? I gotta make some changes. 2.5 quarters though. I feel like
That's a lot of time.
It's enough.
You said they're not getting subbed out for 2.5 quarters.
That's a lot of time, Weez.
bro. 2.5 quarters. They gotta figure something out. I put my best defenders out.
They
there.
got 2.5 quarters to figure it out.
2.5, bro.
And take the perspective of this question, Weez, as it's your playoff game, win or go home. Not just the right answer as a good coach. Playoff game, what are you doing with your team that you know is my thing?
If
we have keys, bro,
I got
what you need to be doing.
I like it.
Say
I told you what needs to be done. If you ain't
I'll
getting
say
it
for
done,
me,
I'm putting somebody to get it done. Sorry.
Yeah, it's dependent on what you're doing out there, bro. If you're getting into your shots that I know you can make, that you know you can make, you're taking good shots. Yeah, you're gonna stay your ass out there. But if you're sitting here coming down taking shots that you're not capable, but not used to making, or just looking your
Out of the flow of
teammates
the game.
off, not
Yeah.
playing good basketball, there's a difference between like playing good basketball and shots not falling, and you just trying to go out there and do whatever you want. If you out there doing whatever you want, your ass coming to sit next to me. But if you're out there taking good shots, open shots, finding your teammates, it's just not falling. You're just 0 for 5, but they're all great shots, and you're playing defense, hustling, not sinking your head, picking your teammates up. You staying on the floor.
100%.
hold on, wait. I thought it was a defensive question or was it an all around question? I might have misread the question.
In general, in my opinion, I think you can have a mindset of defensive. I kind of made that point of defenders coming in.
Okay.
And I
alright,
think the point Flea made of take a bad shot, I'm getting your ass out of here.
right.
Some people
okay,
believe,
okay.
hey, let him get going. Let him get. What do you think, Coop? Welcome to the show, big dog. Syndicate Nation in the house.
So cool.
Craig.
What's up, fellas? What? Yup, y'all here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you ready,
Yeah,
Craig?
but yo, y'all got it. No, yo, WYDOE. My name ain't Creams, by the way.
Right.
Yo.
Right.
But nah, I ain't hear the question. What was the question again?
Hold on, man. It's the 4th member of Syndicate Nation, man.
Let's go.
It's the guy.
Give him the
guy
proper
behind
interview,
scenes
proper
that-
intro.
That makes
Behind the
magic happen.
scenes.
That makes the magic happen. He's in the building. Shout out to Coop. His name is
Appreciate-
not Creams.
Yeah, my name ain't Creams. There you go.
Yo,
That's about
Coop,
it, man. You know,
Coop 1988 on
Coop
Syndicate.
_1988 on most platforms, man. I'm active, man. Let me know.
Guys, hey, WYDOE, I'm media trained, baby.
He,
I like that.
yeah. The most media trained one we have is Weez though.
It is.
No.
Joshua Ford.
Weez, please.
Yo, nah, Weez got it. But what was the question though?
Welcome to the show, dog. Basically, just what are your thoughts on should you sub players out? And do you think that the leash has gotten longer, as Flea said, where you just take a bad shot, an ill-advised shot, you're getting subbed out quick, and now we're letting them play? Do you believe you got to let them get in the flow, or are you subbing them out quick?
I do believe that you should get into a flow. My whole big thing, and these guys know, man, is if you give it full effort, especially on the defense end, you know what I'm saying? That's how you could tell when somebody's really into it is on that defense end. That's effort. I feel like defense is always effort. So if they are on that other end, giving it they all, you know what I'm saying, and then they go on the other end, they do chuck up a shot, then, you know, I think that's coaching a little bit on that side to be like, all right, you got to watch the shots that you're taking. But if you see that effort, man, you got to give them a chance. I say give them a quarter. I say give it a quarter, see where is it at.
So another question I got for you guys as
real
coaches.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
My fault. I got a question.
Yes, sir.
So if they're not playing defense, you giving them a quarter?
If they not playing defense?
Like, so are we talking about like missing shots, or are we talking about like bad, like being a bad teammate and stuff?
Energy.
Because if it's energy, bro, I'm not giving you no quarter. You're wilding. You're wilding. You coming to sit next to me until your energy is ready.
See, I think no, I'm not speaking of that. I'm speaking of just pure effort where the energy is there. That's what I'm speaking to. The energy is there. So that effort,
but that goes back to my
energy,
point. That goes back to my point.
Get subbed out, you got the energy and the defensive effort. You might have to come to me like, yo, coach, can I get one? You might not get out.
Yeah, okay.
If I get 5 players that's playing defense with energy, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out the rest.
Now, if your energy, like what Keek said, if your energy is low, I can't. You gonna have to sit on the side, get that up.
You not even on the same frequency right now. Why? Nah, we're not doing this. No.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
I want to ask, as a coach, what's the biggest realization that you had once you became a coach that you didn't realize when you were a player?
How much of a responsibility it is all around 24/7. It's ridiculous, bro. No way. Soon as I became the coach, I became the go-to guy for everything. Immediately. I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm the same dude that was just an interventionist just chilling in the back of classrooms. How am I the dad, the principal, the
mentor?
I became everything, bro.
Word.
So yes, it's the responsibility on and off the court, which you know you got to be ready for, and you gotta want that, because if you're not fully invested, bro, you're not doing it justice to your kids and the community you're coaching in. So make sure you're ready for that. For anybody that's going into coaching, it's way bigger than those. It's way bigger than practice. It's way bigger than on the court. Keep that in mind.
I would say the preparation is different. Like scouting, you're actually got to put in plays. You know, you got to think strategically. You know, so also you got to be committed, bro. You like, and if you got a family, you gotta be willing to. You know what I mean? You got to let them know, like during basketball season.
I got another family.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah. All that. It's tough, bro. It's tough.
Hey, for me, when you become a basketball coach, I feel like you realize, or any type of coach, you realize that being a coach, like the actual sport, is the least part that goes into it. So you talk about X's and O's and stuff, winning games. If you're a coach that really, like, if you're a coach, you're going to end up, like, obviously caring about your kids, bro. So the X's and O's, the winning games and stuff, that shit really not going to matter. You're going to care about the type of human being your kid, like the kids you coach end up being. Do they have a future? Are they able to read? Like, are they able to network? Can they introduce themselves to people?
Manners? Do they open doors for somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like
all that stuff becomes way more important once you start coaching and you see why your coaches just did some of the things they did for you when you were younger, and why they were just so much on us while we were younger
and pivotal in our lives.
Love that. Coop, what you got, big dog?
I defer to these guys. These the real coaches, man. All
Okay,
three of these
okay.
dudes, man.
Well,
I was assistant coach for Weez when we did the girls last year, man.
7 and 3.
I was about to say, get your points off, bro. I'm Flea's assistant coach.
I'm a football guy, Wado.
It all ties in.
Yeah, I'm a football guy, so it was definitely a switch,
and
man.
Maybe to help you the question, like as players, we looked at coaches a certain way.
Yeah,
I got it figured out. Once you became a coach, would you be like, oh man, I was wrong?
I had to learn how to be that, in different aspects. I'm sort of a softie, but when it comes to in the sports world, I'm hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it took me and definitely working with pause, man.
Tough
That's
love.
crazy.
Relax, bro.
That's crazy. Relax, man. Relax. But now I'm sort of tough, man. So they looking at me. These girls wanted me to get fired. I was like, yo,
They did.
I mean, me and Weez had to have
They did.
They wanted me. They was like, yo,
They were coming up to me. This is what I need. Not a coach.
So yeah,
Coop got that competitive, like he got that competitive dog in him.
And he don't know how to turn it off or turn it
Yeah, he wants that for his players. You know what I mean? So
that was the biggest thing where I was like, yo, everybody can't have that aspect to them. So you got to learn your players, man. You got to learn how to speak to them, how to bring the best out of them.
Exactly.
That was the main thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the biggest switch for me, was to learn how to separate personalities and things like that. I couldn't do what I did for everybody. That didn't work.
Right. And now I want to ask last thing on coaching. What do you guys what teaches you the most about coaching? I don't know if there's a book that you learn from. Is it your old coaches or is it the players that you have that teach you about being a coach?
Mine is every day. I'm learning as I go. But learning as I go, talking to other coaches. I'm surrounded by coaches. These are not the only coaches I know. So having a lot of conversations with coaches. I would say those two things. And watching film, those three things. Film, going through it yourself, and having conversations with other coaches.
So yeah, I would say mentors in time. Pretty much along the same lines as Flea. Mentors, obviously, because they help you and show you some of the things that they did wrong, so you don't have to go through that. But also the time, you got to put the time in, and then it's just some things that you're going to have to get a feel for, and just some experiences that not everybody's going to have. That's going to be individual to your situation. So just the time and putting it in over the years is what teaches you the most, in my opinion. And then obviously, just like we said, I teach this to the kids. It's just the same for the kids as it is the coaches. Film is the key to everything. Film is the key to everything. And comparing film to people that are really good, to the players that you have, and having them being able to understand the transition, and you comparing them and why you're comparing them, all that stuff is important, and it teaches you a lot.
I want to ask y'all boys this. I'm a real hooper. I used to be a real hooper in real life, but I was never a super fanatic in terms of NBA. In my opinion, NBA, I like players. NFL, I love teams. I'm a Falcon fan for life. I liked Kobe, MJ, certain guys. Are we missing in the NBA a 3-point specialist? Obviously, everybody shoots a lot of threes, but do we have 3-point specialists that come in the game to create space and hit threes? Kyle Korvers, Dunleavy's. Are these guys missing from the game? What are your guys' opinion? Or am I not seeing them?
I think Steph is just a little bit disrespected just because
I don't count him. Superstar.
I'll say, yeah, but that's the thing. He is that because he can do that at the same level as these guys, but then still go do it off the dribble too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
still be a point guard.
I get what you're saying.
Guy that
like
is
the role players, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Malik Beasley is that role. That's literally what he's did. You would know, Josh. Coop. Another one is Gary Trent Jr. I just watched him have 2 37-point games in the playoffs off of mostly threes. Somebody else I would put in that category.
Clay, I will put Clay in there too. Clay.
Would you?
I should have said the Warriors. I don't want to count because they're really good at that. They're structured.
We got Sam Hauser.
Do we have? Are we gonna add our boy in that just killed last night? I heard he shot 50% for the 50% from the playoffs right now. He ain't there yet.
5 in a row.
He ain't there yet.
He's not a shooter.
This guy
50% from the field is crazy.
Yeah, that's OD.
That he's not a three.
But
He's not
out
like a
there
light up
protecting
3-point
people,
shooter
though.
though.
What's up,
I was.
Sweet Pea?
What's up, sweet cheeks?
Big dog.
My
in the
man,
building.
yo, how was the case, Cash? How was the case, man?
I don't know. We waiting on you to take the stand. 'Cause you had
You driving home from trial?
I told y'all he was gonna be late because he driving home from the trial, man. It's all late and stuff.
So stuff. So
Hey, yo. Hey, cool. Hey, Kobe Green. I got a question for you. Was it sticky?
yo, man, I ain't doing this with you, man. I'm done with you. I ain't doing this with you, man. We're gonna keep it PG.
Last
Man.
member of Syndicate Nation, man. This is Cassius Cheney, professional boxer. Talk to him about yourself.
World-renowned
man.
boxer in the building. Welcome to the show, big dog. Let's get it.
Hey,
What up, man? What's the word? Thank you for having us on, man. So, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing yoga, but I'm about to chill with the guys, man. I'm about to chill with the guys, man. She gonna have to wait.
Yo, what you
Hey,
doing
man,
yoga
you better
for?
get that yoga in after.
Yo,
Bro. You better stop playing.
What you
have
doing
me.
yoga for, though? That's the question.
What he going to yoga for?
I don't know, man. Yo, you gotta tell us.
I'm ready to get back to hooping, man. But y'all taking all day because y'all got stuff going on. I'm ready to hoop.
I'm ready. To be honest, I'm ready to hoop too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So, yo, I'm gonna present this to y'all on live. Then I'm gonna present this to y'all on live. Me and Coop been talking about this. What we talking about? Park takeovers. Then what we doing?
Oh,
what we doing?
Outside?
We getting our guys. We going outside. Go take over a park real quick.
I'm with that.
What we doing?
I'm absolutely
with that.
That's
You
fine.
heard it here first.
I just hate playing outside, though.
I hate playing outside.
Yeah, me too. I'm with that. But who team Coop on? Who team Coop?
Yo, man. Yo. I'm not even gonna respond to that, man.
You gonna be outside?
I'm outside. I gotta get back healthy, man. I'm
Coop
outside.
outside. Coop gonna grab mad offensive rebounds for us, bro. And we out.
Yeah, we need a hack out there. We need a hack.
We need a hack. Always gotta have
He
one.
gonna be out there running like Dort.
Yeah.
He playing football. We hooping. He
So
playing
white
football.
man can't jump it. We're gonna act like we trash and then put money up and go crazy.
I'm with it, man. I definitely want to do that. Let's get it though.
Yo, but to go back to your question, Wado, I will put Duncan Robinson in there.
Oh,
Another
yeah,
one?
there we go. That's another
Duncan.
Duncan Robinson.
Duncan is a good one.
They're around. It's just the league has changed. Everyone can shoot now, so y'all not as pivotal as y'all used to be. But
Right. I love it. Like
Hey,
the high school kids that I
Buddy
see, I just
Hield
kind
as
of try
well,
to show them
too.
the
In my
art of
opinion.
spacing,
thank you
bro.
for that. It was Buddy Hield. That was the one I was trying to get.
Buddy Hield can shoot.
Yeah,
Yep.
that shit is money.
Yep. Another one I got for y'all boys. Cassius will give you this one first, though. You just joined in. It'll relate to boxing as well as hoops. How important is it to use anger to your own benefit if you're angry in sports? Whether it's boxing in a fight, if you're angry, whether pre-fight, during the fight, pre-game, during the game, how do you use anger for your own benefit and your own fuel and not let it tear yourself down?
That's a good question, man. You came up with that?
Right here on the spot for you, dog.
Man, that's a good question. I say I'm gonna give two answers to it. For basketball, I think some people can get angry and make shots. I believe that some people can get riled up and make shots. Like that's different. But I think with boxing, you can't go in a fight angry and fighting emotional. Like if you fight emotional, like I happened to my last fight, fighting emotional cost me. It cost me because I wanted to knock him out so bad. I'm fighting mad rather than fighting smart. Like fighting.
Got off the game plan and on to smash.
Yeah. Like you loading up. You trying to knock the dude out. You wasting energy. You know what I'm saying? I think with basketball though, I think most people, if you can score and stuff, you get mad. You can score. Like you can reel some stuff together. You know what I mean? Like you'll get to it. But with boxing, going in there angry, that's why. I mean, you see Mike Tyson, he fought angry, but when he fought guys that was calm and that could fight, he lost, right? He ain't beat like the top dudes like that. So yeah, it's a two-parted question. Like different sports for different requires that. You know what I'm saying? You could channel that.
Yep. My hoopers, what do you think and how? Because obviously everybody is gonna get angry, whether it's the crowd that got you, an opponent. How do you not let it affect you, and how do you use it for fuel?
I
I
just
just
talked
think
to
you
one
gotta
of my
have.
players. Oh, my fault. You got that, Ford.
I just think you gotta have tunnel vision. You gotta have a different type of lock focus. You know what I mean? Like you can't let nothing distract you, nothing bother you. You just gotta stay locked into what you and your team got going on, the game plan. You know what I mean, and what y'all came to do. You gotta just lock in. It takes a different type of skill, I should say, to be able to block out player chatter, crowd chatter. You know what I mean? So it takes a different type of skill, um, and not a lot of people have it. But you can learn from your teammates. You can learn from just watching others and how they deal with it. So that's that's my take on it.
Say for myself, I know I was a little angry ass little kid growing up, dog. And I was always had those older cousins pushing my ass around and shit, dog. So I had to learn how to. And honestly, I was talking to one of my players about this the other day because he was sort of a hothead. Flea is one of our players from this past year, and I train him now. But I was telling him he need to learn how to channel his anger and get it into a point to where like you're using it for focus, like your anger turns into focus to where you can be able to accomplish your task. You're not worried about anything, but just like Josh said, it turns into tunnel vision, and that's what it needs to be. And that's one thing that I tried to do when I got like when I was going throughout sports. Trying to I feel like if you get me mad and I go do some dumb shit and I'm not focused, I feel like that is just even worse of something for me. It's gonna be two negatives for me. I'm gonna be mad, and now I just did some bullshit. But if I can make you, if I can make you pay for for making me mad, then I feel like that just makes it even a little bit better for me.
I seen both sides. I seen the side what Cassius was talking about, where for hoopers, where if you talking and you go out there, I mean, you getting talked to, and you go out there and you score buckets. You know what I mean, I seen that side. I also seen the side where you getting talked to, and you fold,
But like that.
you
I
ain't
use
cut
more
like
mad.
that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. It takes a different type of skill and a different type of person because everybody it's I've seen both sides, so it's not in everybody.
For me, I never what, man? What?
I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on your
Yeah. For me is I never played on the high level that they played in. So, crowd, I never had to deal with crowd, but honestly, I like playing angry. Say, and I guess, coming from football, aggression is key in football, especially the position I played. So I like playing angry, to be honestly. That what Khalid said, it makes me focus for some apparent reason. It makes me dialed in even more rather than go off the rails with it. So I think aggression is needed in sports. Used
Except
in the
That's
right
why
for
way.
that's why I bust his ass when he started getting angry. So
I'm about to say Madden, right?
Well, you see, you don't want to talk to me right now. I've been told him to come out in these college football streets. He don't want to do it.
Nah, I ain't playing college football.
Come on, and he got his ass whooped in 2K last time we seen each other. Talk about it. Talk about it. Oh, yeah. They don't want to talk about it though. Like, yeah. You ain't up on me. You not in 2K. He talk about it as a whole. Come on, man. Stop it, man.
Now, Flea, you might have played angry 1 or 2 games of your career, dog. How do you use anger as fuel to your basketball game?
You better walk up to me and ask me how my day is going. You make me mad, this shit might get ugly. I'm out this bitch mad. This shit might get ugly. I enjoy playing mad. I'm perfectly fine with it. You have a different color jersey on. I don't like you anyway. That's just how I'm stepping on the court. I'm not even fucking with you anyway.
Flea's one of them guys. If we played a team full of real nice guys, I'd almost think that we didn't get the best Flea.
Yeah,
he
now
needs
I'm vibing. I'm having conversations. They're telling me good shot. I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't want to play that basketball. I'm cool off that.
And would you say, all y'all boys, would you say the most important thing when you get in them moments is to realize and remember it's not me against that guy crowd, it's us. The way we win is we win.
Yeah, and that's why it's a positive because I could lock in while doing it, and I know other people can't do that. Like you're really getting mad, like you're legit hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using it to motivate myself, like. So, and yeah, I'll make it look realistic. I'll be yelling and shit, cursing. These motherfuckers might be thinking I'm an asshole, but like after the game, come dap me up, be chilling. But I just
he was talking crazy. That's what my answer was. Hey, my answer to that question was based around him because I know when he get mad, he starts to stop.
Right.
That's really what my question. That's what my answer was.
Oh yeah. One time we were playing at Coast Guard at home, and a guy was making shots that he really wasn't supposed to make, and Flea turned his back, and he kind of was looking at Flea like, "Fuck, you thought this was?" And Flea didn't see him, and I grabbed Flea and took him to the side and said, "Hey, yo, boy, let you know what just happened." He said, "Really?" He said that. Right. No other words need to be said. Right into action. Game time. And then he didn't go fight him. He didn't go push. It was all right. Now we'll see. And so that's important to me is use it as fuel. I love it. Another one I want to ask y'all boys.
About me?
Huh?
Oh, he knows,
Coop
man.
know he better stay quiet.
Yo, stop playing with me, man.
Pick and choose.
Stop playing with me, man. Yo, y'all know I go at any one of y'all. The only person that's hard to go at, the only person that's hard to go at is Weez. That's it. Weez because he won't say nothing back. I can say something back. He gonna say something back. Whatever.
If you get your ass buzzed, then that's hard to go at. What?
What's to say?
Be getting chopped. You have nothing to say.
I mean, I'm not a basketball player, man. Y'all can get me on that level. What you want me to say? But best believe I'm gonna be there though. You be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
I give you that. You're gonna play harder at.
I'm the same player as I play the same way when I'm happy and when I'm mad.
That's what pisses me off more. I'll be like, yo,
I agree.
Nah, that's a lie. I seen you pissed off one time.
I play the same way.
I don't know. When he was trying to tell a homeboy get on the court, where you at?
I was about to say,
I'm talking about like basketball. I was still making plays.
1,000. Oh yeah, 1,000.
He just wasn't touching the ball.
Exactly. I had to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, he was talking crazy that day. I was like, nah, this ain't Weez right here.
But I'm gonna say, I'm a chill person. Like if nobody's talking shit, I'll honestly be distributing, trying to find my teammates and shit. But as soon as you say one thing, no. But I know, I feel like I know how to channel it.
Thank you.
Did he just say that?
What?
Did you just say that?
First of all, I be cooling on the regular.
No, man, all right, whatever.
I be cooling.
All right, whatever, man.
I don't.
Whatever. Oh no, he don't start shit. I won't say he start shit. But
he's with it though.
Yeah, I'm about to say one word, it's done. It's clear.
That's 0 to 100.
That's what I'm saying. Me and bro literally had an argument in the front of the whole school where they thought me and him was about to come to blows.
They're gonna get me fired.
Yeah, so and they was recording us and everything. Like, yo, they about to fight. We was looking at them like we was never about to fight. What are you talking about? So yeah, you get them started. It's clip.
Yeah, talk to us the way.
Next one I ask y'all, man. Flea, I'll let you start this response off first, and then we'll go in. So, shout out to Jason Tatum. Never like to see anybody go down like that. Speedy recovery. But I think it's safe to say that they had it pretty much wrapped up pre-injury is what it looked like to me. Maybe not. Up until that event, Flea, are you putting more blame on any particular in particular on the Celtics? Are you looking at Tatum not rising to the occasion in great numbers, but you didn't rise to the occasion to win? Or were the Knicks just better than the Celtics this year?
Give it to the Knicks, man. Give it to the Knicks. They came to play. People showed up that we didn't expect to show up. Jalen Brunson is really that. Mikal Bridges was huge when Jalen Brunson subbed out. Cat had a good series. Their main five play well. They play well.
OG.
Hart was boarding like crazy. They play well. They deserved it. They deserved it.
I ain't want to text you, bro. I couldn't. I was like, yo, the chat was quiet. Yo, nobody wanted to say nothing for you.
I went into depression, bro. Achilles, I was so checked. Oh my God, I was so checked.
We knew
He's out for a year now. It's a whole. I'm never gonna see that team play again together. Yeah, it was a lot.
But also during that first game when they lost that first 20-point lead, Porzingis got hurt during that time. So that's a tough thing that can also. So that's big for their offense and also for their defense, and also being able to give Al Horford a freaking break. Al Horford is older, so he can come in and give you. He's better to give you minutes in short spurts so that he can be able to give you his all.
Have to depend on him.
Exactly. So if you have to depend on him, he's gonna have to chill out and be able to do less. So I think that Porzingis injury might have been the clips.
Yeah, that was huge. But shout out to New York though.
Yeah, no, big shout out to New York because them boys came to ball.
Yeah, and this is about to be a great series they in right now with Knicks Pacers.
I think that's about to be a good series, definitely.
They're locked in too, so it should be fun.
Amazing.
Now it could have been Detroit.
Do you believe
what?
Who said that?
Don't piss me off, man. This guy's about to piss me off, man. But it's all right. Whatever, man.
Do you believe last night we saw was Knicks choking, or is it proof that the Pacers' pace is what will win basketball games?
Well, both can be true, and both are true. But more so, the Knicks dropped the ball. They can't.
They dropped the ball, bro.
That game. They dropped the ball. That's bad. That's bad.
What is it? There you go.
Can't do shit like that. But yeah, bro, that Pacers pace, they don't stop. They're not stopping. And this is what I don't think people realize. They're doing it for 48 minutes because when you take out Tyrese, TJ McConnell is coming in on 100.
So I said the Pacers
rip the whole time. So they are literally playing that pace for 48 straight minutes, bro. That's hard to keep up with, dog.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
48 straight. No one's stopping, bro. So it's like, all right, bro. And then New York plays 7. We play 10, you play 7. And we play faster than you. Put 2 and 2 together, bro. The fourth quarter is going to look like how the fourth quarter looked.
Especially if the Knicks tried to run with them. The Knicks were trying to run with them.
Yeah.
That looked bad last night. That looked bad.
The Knicks sold. That motherfucker sold.
Say there's no way. Do that to us? I would literally do it.
There's no way with that much time left and how much they were up that you just play decent basketball and that shit just goes in their favor.
Don't give up open threes.
Yeah, I'm about to say they was letting Neesmith just shoot the 3. Going under the screen over it going under the screen. I'm like looking at Cat doing he did a soft screen on Cat over it. Like, yo, you see this dude? You better go guard him.
After the second or third straight 3, this is turning into open gym. Coach, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Move, switch. He's not touching us no more. Yep. I don't give a fuck what the fuck the play call is no more.
Word.
He hit 3 straight. Move. I got him. I'm not looking at nobody else.
Shit was iconic. The shit was iconic. Shit was iconic. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit was iconic.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I cut the game off with it when it was up like 8 with like I think 2 minutes left or a minute left or something like that. Yeah. I got a notification saying they went into overtime. I said,
yo, you want to know what was crazy? If he would have did this and lost. And lost, that would have been New York would have killed him. Yeah, New York would have killed him.
I told Bundy the same thing. As soon as they went into overtime, I'm like, even if they do lose, it's so demoralizing that we got y'all back and we took that feeling of we beat y'all in a great win. Like, it's still not looking good. And the fact that they lost,
that's true.
Yeah, so
because I feel like every game won, we're not supposed to win this, the away team, and we got
at
one.
all.
Yeah, shout out to Holly.
Wasn't Reggie Miller commentating too?
Yes. That's who he was pointing at. He was pointing right at him.
For you.
That was crazy.
It's gangster. It's a savage, bro.
That's OD.
They just blew a 14-point lead in 3 minutes. This is crazy.
Oh, that's OD. That's OD. That's OD.
So who do y'all give the blame to?
I'm always a team guy, bro. It's everybody.
It's everybody.
You don't lose the game by yourself.
Yeah, that's everybody.
You serious? It's all of you, motherfuckers.
Coaches, players, yeah.
We blew a 14-point lead in 3 minutes and nobody stopped it?
Nobody stopped you.
It's everyone's fault. We all go back to the drawing board.
Right.
Point the finger if you want. You get beat up in this locker room.
I want to ask y'all, what do you like and what do you dislike about today's sports media? Matter of fact, sports TV, not media, because that encompasses podcast, strictly on TV. Because I think it's.
Can I go first?
Terrible. Please, sir.
Bro, the negative tone, bro, it's the hot take is what goes. It doesn't matter if it's right. It matters if you're first. Negative sells more than positive. Opinionated people that haven't played the game, I will give you 30. Me. So I know the person you're talking about to give you 75. So it's just the whole shit is backwards to me. And last but not least, sports is the only, because sports is a career. Am I not tripping? Sports is a career, right?
Yes.
Sports is the only career, bro. You can't go into teaching. You can't go into nursing. You can't go into the medical. You can't go into being a lawyer. None of that shit. And you just walk in and without a resume, and you think your opinion matters to everybody. Sports is the only thing. You have done nothing in sports, bro. But you think your opinion and what you have to say matters.
You need to be a consultant in any other profession. He's right.
Bro, walk into an interview and try to tell the interviewer you know more than them. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. That's what they're doing in the basketball world. You're talking to professional basketball players, telling them you know more about them than they do.
Yep.
What profession can do that besides sports, bro?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, that's my
and
take.
even I take and I want to hear you guys, but I don't even like the players that have played because they're getting too consumed with my opinion is what matters now.
Yes.
When I walk in the room, it's my opinion that they want to hear, dog. They want to hear what I think.
Yeah.
And unless you're giving me a stat I didn't know about, I don't like analytics either. We're not robots. Unless you're giving me a stat I didn't know about, we have millions and thousands of cameras. I'd rather see cool angles, clips, practice film, game highlights, what the third guy is doing, rather than the same people talking about the same convos whose opinion's right.
I agree with both of y'all said. My only thing is I want to see, and I know this will never happen, but I want to see like the players actually speak their mind and be able to, you know what I mean, like curse and you know what I mean, like say exactly what they want to say.
Yeah.
I want the real raw, uncut, you know what I mean? But
You want WWE.
nah, I just want I don't want the politically correct answer.
Nah,
That's why I asked. That's why I said TV, because podcasts have come up, and now you get that. Now, if you want to hear your favorite player, you can go hear him on a podcast show, and he is talking that talk.
Exactly.
So TV is trying to compete with them instead of saying, "Fuck that, we're not here." Sorry, Stephen A. You're just not that great, dog. I don't care about your opinion. Let's shift.
So in regards to like a Stephen A, he's been in his career for so long. He studied the game, like say like if we're talking about a career, right? So he studied the game for X amount of years. How can he not build that trust to be like he knows the game, like a nursing school? Like you watch it, I ain't gonna say you in the field, but you watch the game, you study the game, you go to thousands of games. How's his opinion not matter because he didn't play?
No,
Stephen A. for me,
not Stephen A.
Even Stephen A. though, I think he matters a lot. He's the pinnacle of great journalism. He's a great guy, but even Stephen A., I think we've gotten past. He thinks he's more important than who we're covering, and that's where we got to back up from. The opinion of Stephen A. is not more important than who we're talking about. But you're the greatest guy that giving me the info.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah, and he put the work in, bro.
He did, definitely. So I'm like talk about it like a Woj.
Woj was perfect because Woj wasn't really giving opinions. Woj was giving you facts, and he was dropping bombs that nobody knew to the world.
That's the issue, in my opinion. I was just gonna say, what's the definition of being a journalist? What are you supposed to do? I feel like Woj was a journalist.
Yes, he started out. Yeah,
these dudes are trying to be celebrities.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like Stephen A's earned the right to come into the MSG looking fly, But everybody wants to be that and think if I'm the guy talking about him, I'm the bigger star. And it's like, no, you're not, dog. Because even the players don't give a shit about what y'all saying. So why are us people?
Yeah, that's all facts.
Another one I want to go. We're gonna go sideways, left field, man. I know we got a bunch of guys here, but I want to ask y'all a question. This is an educational show. I use my WYDOE podcast to be educational. So for the ladies out there, for the men chasing some ladies, I want to break it down. Y'all tell me what you think. So as men, I believe it's apparent that obviously girls want you to provide for them, right? The money will get you who you are, what you do. But there's little things that guys do that will surprise them and they obviously like. If you can fix something, she breaks something, you can do something handy, right? You can pick something up. You're quick to do other things that you find out later on down the road.
Yep.
What things do girls do that we appreciate and like, damn, I wasn't expecting that, but I really like you. I really like this girl because of that. Aside from the normal things.
Playing.
Yo,
Bro, awful rip. And honestly, yo, WYDOE, I'm glad we got on, bro, because we talk about a lot of this stuff on our podcast too, bro. Like, we've had this discussion, and bro, it's planning and again, just bringing something to the table that I lack. That's gonna be like the biggest things.
Same for me.
I suck at planning.
Yeah,
Shit.
seeing the things that I need to prove on in my life and filling in those voids. Being caring, being thoughtful, open-minded. You have to have a head on your shoulders when we having conversations. We have to bounce off each other. You know what I mean? Also have your own motion. I don't need nobody on my back. I don't got time for that. I'm way too busy for you to be texting me what I'm doing all day. I need you to be doing something so we can talk about something at the end of the night. Yeah, all of those things. I can keep going, man. So I'll let these guys get in there.
I think people take it for granted and it's getting kind of watered down, the word like peace, man.
Yo,
Peace,
nah, bro.
man.
Nah, bro.
What, man? What?
He's speaking that gold talk, man.
I need it.
Bro, he took
That's a
mine, bro.
bar.
That's why I was going last.
That's a bar.
Yo, go ahead,
that's
Weez.
why
I'll let you take over there, Weez. Go ahead,
that's
man.
a
I knew what I was going to say, bro.
I don't know what he's saying.
That's why
I'll let you take it, Weez. Go ahead, then.
Bro, I just want peace. That's it.
Yeah, good
I
brother.
just want peace, bro.
No, just one piece.
I'm
man.
pretty organized. So I you know what I mean? I know how to plan. I know how to do all that stuff. I just want my peace. I just want your loyalty and I just want my peace.
Yeah.
Your loyalty,
Peace.
my peace. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I love a girl that loves to cook. You know, I don't need you to cook to enjoy it. I've dated plenty that don't. I'm gonna cook. We're gonna eat regardless. But the girls that enjoy the cooking, I've been like, damn, baby.
But girl, if you enjoy making meals and making sure I'm fed,
God damn.
That's a different type of beast right there. Too.
That is true. Yeah, that's a bonus.
And that's the kind of question I'm asking. You know what I mean? What bonuses are out there? Because the guy that is handy, that's just a bonus. You're not gonna pull a girl because you're a handyman, but
and most of us on here are like that, bro. If I don't prioritize eating, bro, I'll eat once a day. Like, I need a woman to make sure I eat, or I really will just keep going.
Yeah, I eat like one time today. Yeah,
I'll eat one big time that day, and then I'm cool. Like,
bro, getting that text, did you eat today? I'm like, damn.
Here's the suck part. I ain't gonna lie to you. Me and my wife just talked about this too. I'm really not. I love a person who can cook.
Yes,
but I'm not stressing if you don't cook.
Nope.
That you know what I'm saying? Like she will cook.
I'm actually the same way.
Yeah, like yo, if you don't feel like cooking, then I'm good with it. Yeah, I can find.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But she'll provide 3 to 4 times a week of food.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm cool with
how
that.
You get rings, woman.
Yeah. And I've been with my wife for 16 years.
Yeah.
16.
Man, congrats on that, bro. Congrats.
Is it 6? No, I'm wrong.
Yeah, you better
17 years. 17 years.
17.
17 years.
Oh, we can edit that.
I said I'm wrong.
Hey, you better remember we on live, bro. You can't cut this out.
Oh yeah, 17.
But not yet, bro. Peace.
Peace is my number one.
Caring. All that.
Hey, here's and it sucks. And it's a suck thing. I know this. If they can somewhat read your mind.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
guy, I would need you to read my mind. But
yeah, because I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. I'm just not. If I need something, I'm gonna do, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna ask. If you just out there just doing it, that's more grace to you right there. So, you know, if you could read my mind on some things, like wife would be like, yo, get on the game, go to waterbed, do something. She'll know when my mind is somewhere else, where she say, you gotta go somewhere, you gotta, you know, move, you gotta do something. So, you know,
and it all goes both ways, because we can read theirs as well if we're in that city. We really like you.
Yeah.
How you doing, baby? I'm good. She ain't good. I'm coming home with the meal that she likes, with that sub, whatever.
Go get the snacks, get some ice cream. We're gonna watch this show that I don't really fuck with, but we're gonna watch it because this is what you like, so we gonna vibe.
See? Exactly, dog. Who do y'all got tonight? Game 2. Do we see a new Minnesota Timberwolves, a new Ant-Man demeanor? What do we see?
I think
it's the MVP be the MVP.
I think OKC goes up 2-0, but I think it's a way better game.
You think so? I'm picking Ant.
Y'all know who I've been rocking. Come on.
I know. Hey, you better talk to your boy Keeks, Flea.
Wow. Oh
yeah. Oh, he froze up. Yo, dang, as soon as we start talking about it, oh, yo, he's wilding on his takes. I'm like, yo, you got to stop disrespecting OKC. But I think you see a different Ant.
Me too.
I think you see a different Ant.
I like Ant, man. He's becoming my favorite player, man. Yeah. But I got OKC. I see it. I don't see him losing at home, bro. And them boys, the way they played game 1, man, they was all on the same court, bro. So
how
motherfuckers in boxes, boy.
Flea, man. Can I ask you a question, man?
They take the ball from grown men.
Can I ask you a question,
Don't turn
Flea?
your back on them. Don't turn your back on them.
Flea, can I ask you a question, man? How do you feel about your boy and what they're saying about these foul baits? Because it's looking crazy, and the talks is getting louder.
Let's talk about it. All right, so I can go on a rampage. I'm not going to do that. That's what you're trying to do, and I'm not going to
trying to do.
But let me try to keep it short. All right, so he averages 8.8 free throws a game this year. That's 9. Jordan has like 6 or 7 seasons where he averaged 9+. No one says anything to him, though. That's 1. 2 years ago, Shea averaged 11 free throws a game, but he was a 10 seed. He wasn't winning games. Nobody complained. Averaged 30. Everything he's doing right now, he did 2 years ago, but he was a 10 seed. Nobody complained. Now Shea walks up on your favorite player. He's sending him packing. Now y'all bitching? What we doing? He has 68 wins. Now he's foul baiting. He's been doing this shit since day 1. And Michael Jordan did this shit in the 80s, and he's the greatest of all time. Don't want to hear it, bro.
First of all, let's get this straight. We were saying something. It's them bad boys was saying something, you know.
Hey,
don't.
Where were they saying something from? The couch.
No, stop playing.
And I don't. There's no way.
No. Stop it. Not from. They was whipping his ass to whereas he had to go to commissioner and say, "Yo, I need some help."
No, he didn't ask for help. He told Pimpin.
The Michael Jordan rule is real.
He told Pimpin, get in the weight room, work on your craft. I need help. None of them are better than
Stop disrespecting Pimpin like that.
As dumb.
Pimpin was sent to their favorite, their best player on the other team, and he told them get him. Jordan wasn't doing it. When Jordan was getting buckets on him, who they sent the dog on? Who they sick the dog on? WYDOE, man. Scottie Pippen, the best player ever, man.
Scottie Pippen, the best player ever.
No, don't. Yo, that's what he just did. He baiting me right now.
Guards me is in foul trouble, yelling at the ref.
Scottie is the best basketball player ever, man. Stop playing, man.
To answer your question, the only difference is Shea is winning now and sending people's favorite players home. So now they tight. That's the only difference.
We got Mr. OKC hater over here. What's up?
Well, he would welcome in.
Reporting straight for duty.
Who do you got tonight, Keeks? Game 2.
Game 2, I got Timberwolves. Again, I'm not a big fan of one-on-one basketball, bro. I'm not. Or people say, well, they have other players or they be distributing the ball. You never know who their second option is going to be. That's my fucking problem. You never know who your second option is going to be. You got to find out. You know, I respect it, bro. And motherfucker, James Harden made it to the Western Conference Finals too. So it ain't like, and
He had Chris Paul on his team.
And that's who I compare him to the most. I compare Shea to James Harden.
He had Chris Paul on his team. He had a second option.
Chris Paul is not a second option. He's your point. I'm talking about a second scoring option. He's not your second scoring option, and not at that age.
I don't know, dog.
I just need DiVincenzo to not to take 14 fucking threes. That's outrageous.
Bro, bro, he started out like 0 for 8. Or maybe like 2 for 9 or some shit.
He puts them up.
He does, but honestly, I'm telling you right now, you will not see that again. You're not gonna see him shoot like that again. So good luck.
I agree.
You don't think
Nas went 0 for 7.
Bro, the amount of confidence you gotta have to shoot 14 shots in a freaking Western Conference Finals game, and you think that I just don't see it happening again for him shooting that bad. And he shattered records for the Knicks last year for 3-pointers.
Do you think that it's harder to game plan from a coaching standpoint, not knowing who the second, third option is?
Yeah, that's tough.
No.
So if your only focus is to stop Shea,
that makes it easy.
So how did they get this far?
Because it's proven to be impossible.
The Rockets made it this far with the same brand of basketball. Am I wrong?
They did.
Am I wrong?
Yes or no? Yes.
Alex Caruso is Chris Paul.
This is what I wanted to see right here, WYDOE, right here.
He impressed me though with that.
Which Rockets?
Which Rockets team?
Which Rockets?
The Rockets team with Chris Paul and James Harden
and PJ Tucker and Capella and that team. The only difference is OKC will put you in a box. They can hold you to 80. That Rockets team could not do that.
Everybody on the Rockets team could defend besides Harden.
Yeah, but they were playing like a fast pace.
And they had Pat Bev on that team. And I think,
they did. That is a fact. Yep. That is a fact.
So,
if I remember correctly, because I was liking James Harden, but he didn't play the same once they got to that Western Conference Finals. He kind of,
you know what it was? They weren't giving him those same calls when he got to the Western Conference Finals. They're still giving Shea those calls. Shea's still going to the rack on a straight line. The defender is going on a straight line, and he's bumping into them, throwing himself off, and they're still giving him the foul call. Cool. James Harden used to do that shit during the regular season, but when he got to the playoffs, they stopped allowing it. They're still allowing it for Shea, and that's my issue.
I love it. Another one I got for y'all boys, man. I'm gonna put this one of the last ones I got. We're gonna get out of here and watch the game.
Bet.
Everybody here is an athlete. Everybody here is now succeeding in the workforce. To y'all boys, how can athletes use what they know about sports and what they've done as an athlete to then apply it to help them succeed in the workforce?
Ooh, that is great.
You're gonna sink or you're gonna swim.
Yeah, it's great.
Just like sports.
Yeah.
Either you're gonna sink or you're gonna swim, bro. You got to go out there. You're gonna be on time to work. If you're not on time, then your boss is gonna have a problem. It just translates. But that's why when I was in college, they used to always say, we love, and I used to go to interviews, I used to go to anything, networking events, they say we love hiring athletes, former athletes, because they have the usual discipline to be able to do something consistently and know that there's like a further plan. They're used to listening to a coach / manager, which you'll have now, and they just have transferable skills.
Yeah, time management skills transfers, discipline transfers, getting up and doing something consistently every day for a bigger goal transfers, being a part of a team transfers, being able to be coached transfers,
grinding it out transfers,
grinding it out, working hard without immediate
return
transfers. We can keep going, bro.
I would say accountability
transfer,
being able to work with other people in different type of situations.
Right. You could be a superstar on that court, but you won't win a championship unless you learn how to use your teammates. In the workforce, you could be great at your job, but if you rely on other people.
Yep. how far you make it in your career, you're gonna start playing with people from further places. So learning different whatever it is that you get from that, you know what I mean. Teach you how to network, teaches you how to I had one more. It was I forgot what it was. It was a good one too. Damn, bro. Yeah, I'll get back to it.
I think it's good that it lets you know, you appreciate and understand what your role is if you're an athlete and play sports. Because a lot of people that go straight into the workforce from the star kid of the family, someone's telling me what to do?
Yeah, 100%.
That is
I'm
true.
playing a role here at
That
the
is
end of
true.
the day. I'm on this team to win, to make it pro, to get I'm playing my role. At a job, I'm here to get money to fuel my real dream.
Yeah.
Some people, it's a reality check.
Yeah. And bro, people don't look at it like this, bro. A lot of people don't get really good at something before they start working. We already felt and learned what it took to get really good at something. If you played at the college level, you know what it takes to get good, to be enough to do that. I can transfer that into my career and try to be as good as that in my career. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
You realize you get what you put in.
Exactly.
I love that. Now
Stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
But for somebody like you, okay, Mr. Mitchell, Joshua Ford, greatest basketball player of all time, the star player. You can't just walk in and be the star of your first job. What's it like for you to
lies?
Is it different? You know what I'm saying? We got
lies.
We got three for people that don't know.
I got you.
Supervisor.
Has life been handed to you, Weez? Have you always been that guy?
Nah. Bro, it's just
we can use Benny. He didn't walk in as the principal. There we go.
But he walked in and motherfuckers knew his name before he walked in there. So,
that's because of y'all boys, bro. That's because of y'all. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all big.
We built a little pad, man.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfucker walked in the building and said, "This is the guy Ford."
Bro, no lie, bro. Aura.
All farming? All farming?
It's just the aura, bro.
I respect it. I respect it, man.
I think it's just the way I am, bro. You know what I mean? I am a genuine person, bro. I'm kind. You know what I mean? I treat people the way they want to be treated, bro.
Yeah.
I treat people the way I'm treated.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got like maybe 5-6 people who I fuck with that. If they got that aura to them, to whereas if you don't like them, it's something wrong with you. Josh is one of them. It's something wrong. It's something wrong with your problem. What you got going on? It's something wrong with you if you don't like this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Josh is definitely one of those people. 1000%. Off when we first met, I was like, yo, this dude's cool as hell. Cool as hell. First met him. So.
I love that. Now, in y'all jobs that you've worked, obviously we do everything for a paycheck. We wouldn't do much for free. But can you speak on the things that you've gotten from your jobs aside from money? Things that money can't buy.
How to network. For me, it's how to network. Me, I'm a loner. I don't really like to deal with people. So for me, it's like I learned how to network, how to talk to people, how to get things out of certain situations. For me, I usually don't talk. I really don't like talking to people. I'll stay in the corner and let you stuff like that. But networking for me was the biggest thing. I built a big network since I moved to Connecticut. So that's my thing.
Mine's is building something bigger than me, man. Leaving an imprint, for sure. Leaving an imprint on my students, on my players, co-workers. If you like,
right? Weez and Flea, my brothers, they would have never thought they would have been called Mr. Ford, Mr. McLean.
Nah, ever.
Never, bro.
Never. The fact that I'm teaching is
never.
Shoot. Flea's that guy. No, let me get Flea's that guy. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, yo, it's just like, yo, I'm glad I got me a circle that just move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Flea's one of them dudes too who just when his word is bond. His word is and people gonna move when that way.
Bro, outside of money, Keeks, what do you get from your job?
I get discipline. I'm the type of person that, bro, I have creative ideas all the time. I have things that I want to do, things that I want to start, and my mind works in a crazy way, bro. And My jobs help me stay disciplined and make me be able to cross my T's and dot my I's because they're like, yeah, you can have all that, but you still got to make sure you go through with the things that need to go through. An idea is only an idea. If it's not put through in entirety, then it's going to remain an idea or it's going to remain an unfinished idea. So the discipline and being able to finish, being able to get back to finishing tasks and then also following up. I talk to so many people for so many different occasions on a daily basis, whether it be for my training business, whether it be for Syndicate Nation, whether it be for work, family. I just always have to make sure that I have time to be able to respond.
For me, I would say being able to adjust. You gotta be able to adjust. You're gonna be in You're gonna. Oh, I know why you laughing too. Oh, yeah, that's funny, bro. I wasn't even thinking about that, bro. But that's funny. You gotta be able to adjust, though, bro. Right, bro. You gotta be able to adjust, and you're gonna be in meetings. You're gonna be around people that you don't want to be around. You're gonna be around people. You know what I mean? You just gotta be able to adjust to
we got
different situations.
About that, bro.
Yeah, we really do,
I'm
bro.
out here fresh from Jersey, bro. They bring me to this like techno club, bro. We on the stage, we chilling. We see I am not having fun at all. Like I got me fucked up, bro. Why am I?
Mind you, more context. I'm a year in it before him. You know what I mean? So I'm used to it. You know what I mean? So I had to shout out to Toads, by the way, because why don't know?
Legendary.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Toads. But go ahead, please. But you know what I mean? So
yeah, so bro, he come up to me, bro. He like, yo, Flea, bro. I understand, bro. But
middle of the club.
In the middle of the club, bro. He's like, bro, but you gotta adjust, bro. You just gotta adjust. And I'm looking like, get the fuck out of here.
Everybody around.
But bro, I started to think about that shit like driving to work, and I use that shit in my life. Like, yo, in certain rooms, you gotta adjust to the people in the room. In certain roles, you gotta adjust to the role. Like that shit really works in real life. Like, you can't just think you're about to go through everything doing the same thing. Like, nah, yo, you gotta grow, you gotta adjust. In this situation, you gotta do this, you gotta bite the bullet here, you gotta take a bigger role here. Like, you just never know. So
and
it's like,
too many people let their pride get in the way of that. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna fold. I'm me. I'm real. When in reality,
that was exactly.
Oh, I know. In reality, I'm gangsta Flea. Hoodies up top from fucking Jersey.
Yes, sir.
It benefits me if I can shapeshift. And how you doing, sir? Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great business deal. And when I go home, I'm right back to who I am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
like Albie said, I was just downstate. What did he say?
He said, don't put me on the spot.
I'm from with the lifers. Like, what?
Yeah, downstate with the lifers.
Jersey,
bro.
Jersey.
Come on, bro.
One thing is, man, I would say, man, learn to be uncomfortable, man. That's what, like, learn to be uncomfortable, because that's where you know you're growing as when you're in those uncomfortable positions.
Yes,
that's the thing, man. And me, I wasn't fond of being uncomfortable back in the day. Now I put myself in uncomfortable situations to be able to adjust, like my man Weez just said, man, to adjust to those certain standards in life. So make sure you try to.
There's never been a great workout that felt great, that felt like it felt good while you're doing the workout. That then gave you a great benefit later on. It's the pain, it's the struggle, and the people that are spoiled rats, rich of money, never went through nothing. They don't have the discipline. All these things that we're talking about here, that's how you get through it.
Yeah.
And that's why on my show, and we're going to keep doing this on this show. I'm so glad y'all tuned in, man. The Syndicate Nation WYDOE Podcast Collab. We bring the real, man. My slogan is only the real. These are for real guys, okay? Real stories, real examples.
Keep it a buck. When in doubt, keep it a buck, baby.
Keep it a buck. All right, real quick to end it on the show, man. I'm going to do a little segment. We'll make it keep it a buck. Don't think too much. I'm going to say something. Just give me a quick answer, all right?
Like it.
Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Wayne.
Jay-Z.
Oh. Wayne.
Jay-Z.
To watch NFL or watch NBA?
NFL.
NBA.
NFL.
NBA.
Ladies, no. To go out on a date or to stay in and get takeout?
Introvert me.
Introvert me. And.
Don't let me have a show.
Take out me and don't let me have a show.
In 2025, Jordans or designer shoes to go out?
Designer.
I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, we don't like.
No, Jordans. I switched that. My bad.
Come on, dog.
Wait, we going out like to the bar. We going out like, well, it gotta be like a bar or something.
Going?
Jordans. I ain't Jordans. I'm going
Jordans.
classic.
If you could only wear one pair of Jordans for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
9s for me.
Force.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Force.
9s.
I like
Oh,
those.
yeah. I'm gonna have to say 9s. I'm gonna have to say 9s, bro.
Force.
Don't be damn things.
Infrared 3s for me. I slide into them bitches like slippers.
9s or the dunks.
If there was ever one game that you could go back and replay that you were already involved in, knowing what you know now, what game would you go back and play?
I would go replay Becker in the playoffs. I need that.
I would go replay Duncan Robinson in the playoffs.
God damn it, Flea. We let him off the hook.
No, bro.
They couldn't guard us, dog. They couldn't guard y'all boys, dog.
That's tough.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we got
for my
that again.
Yeah.
for myself.
Yes, sir.
For myself, I had a state playoff game, and I was supposed to get the ball, or like me and somebody else was arguing to get the ball on the last play, and I felt like I should have got it, and I just ended up like giving it up to them, like, yeah, you can have it, because I didn't want like to argue between teammates in a deciding play, so I just bought in, and I still feel like I should have got the ball.
Respect. Creams, what about you?
The game that my mom kicked me off of. It was a playoff game. Football.
The damn room.
She took me off. Matter of fact, she let me go to practice. Coach was like my uncle. He was like, yo, yeah, you're still not playing. I was like, no. Should have listened. So then I'll take that one back. It was a
What
playoff
sport has more players that could potentially cross over? NFL going to NBA or NBA going to NFL?
Easily NBA.
NFL.
Yeah, right.
NBA.
Y'all just got NFL just has
NBA.
more people. Wait, no, can we talk about a percentage of players, not the amount of players? Because the NFL has more players.
We can't. You go by the ratios and all that. It has to be NBA if that's the case.
NFL has more players, bro. It has to be a percentage.
It is a percentage.
But I feel like NFL only has a
NBA.
certain amount of big guys.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a lot
what
of
I'm
big
saying.
guys. Really just the skill guys we're probably looking at.
I say NBA then. Y'all can
But it wouldn't
keep
just
it.
be DBs though. You got some D linemen.
Nah, Miles Garrett. Have you seen Miles Garrett?
I know D linemen that could dunk windmill.
Easy. I know Khalil Mack. I've seen him on my own team.
Have you seen Miles Garrett play ball?
They count.
So.
But again, just for like the skill, I would say basketball, bro. We can have a longer discussion on that though another day. I'm with that.
Because it was one word.
What is more beneficial for a kid growing up playing basketball, playing AAU or playing public school?
Neither.
Go to that park.
Go to the park.
Get better, bro.
Go to the park.
I ain't play basketball. So
Drop him in the trenches. Work out on the weekends. He's gonna be a savage.
Go to pregame music.
Jay-Z.
DMX.
Chief Keef.
I love it.
God damn.
Keef.
Gunna or Future.
Oh, if we talking now, I'll be out. Stop playing.
Greatest battle rapper of all time. Gotta go.
Surf.
Free to wave.
The most disrespectful out there, man.
I'm going Surf.
Surf? What's my man name? Why I forgot my man name? He's from Jersey. No, not Tay-Rock. He's from Jersey too. Arsenal. Thank you.
I knew you.
Arsenal. Thank you. Arsenal.
Ars had the game on Smash for a minute though.
Ars is my guy.
What's the one person in the world that you would be starstruck to be in front of?
DMX.
Myself.
Love that.
Gangster. Damn, starstruck is tough. I'm gonna go with like.
I think if Michael Jordan walked in the room, he'd have a glow. Like,
Yeah,
it would
Michael
just
Jordan be cool.
You said what professional athlete or celebrity?
You want me to be honest?
anybody who would have you starstruck. Weez, you walked into an interview to interview somebody, and then he would starstruck her. You,
To be honest, I don't know if this mine's is Kobe Bryant, baby.
it's gotta be. Only reason I say Jordan's, LeBron is great, all these guys, but I hear him all the time.
I see fucking Kobe.
I hear him all the time. I don't hear Jordan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kobe.
Rest in peace, a legend.
Facts.
Is Dwayne Wade the third best shooting guard of all time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was easy for me.
What was the question? My bad.
Is
Is
Dwayne Wade the third?
best shooting guard of all time?
Yes.
It's just what I'd love to hear, man. Shout out to Wade. A lot of people disrespect him. Okay, I can't agree with all the nail painting, whatever we got outside of hoops, but hoops wise, one of the greatest to ever do it.
With his longevity, yes. But if you're taking short spans, I'm taking AI and T-Mac over him. Sorry.
Whoa.
Well, I thought AI was number 2.
No.
It was Kobe
what
Bryant.
was it? It's Kobe.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dang, I forgot
you
about
get
Kobe.
disrespectful
Thank
if
you,
you
Kobe.
want.
Sheesh, I did forget about Kobe. My bad.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's crazy.
AI. All right. Is Stephen Curry a top 5 basketball player of all time?
Ooh, that's tough. No.
No. Top 5? No.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Wow. Do you believe what I believe, that sometimes a dunk can be worth more than 2 points?
Yeah, because the dunk
Yes.
Momentum, depleting the other team, depleting the other team's crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think if you dunk on somebody, it should count as more than 2 points.
I got a
Stop
point
dunking
from him. I got a point out of him.
Mhm.
Last thing for y'all boys, man. What's the one thing that we need to work on ourselves? What's the one thing you wish you could work on the most about yourself? One thing you want to get better at the most?
Damn, it's a lot. One thing
Getting
ooh.
Health.
everything out of everything I'm doing. Getting everything out of whatever I'm doing.
Mhm.
Because I do have great ideas. Yep, that's it.
How you do everything is how you do anything.
Yeah.
Health for me.
I would say health and my wife says I got to learn how to express my emotions.
Sound like you're in therapy, boy. I like
There we
it.
go.
yo.
There we go. You don't learn that somewhere, dog.
Mine would be consistency. Being as consistent as I would want myself to be day in and day out, no matter what's going on around me.
Mine would be to realize and to remember the power of the little things. Sometimes as creators, we feel like, man, no one's liking this, no one watched that, no one shared that. And then I got to realize, well, I didn't like a lot of people's stuff. I didn't share anybody's stuff. So then you realize, man, this like could mean a lot to somebody. This share can be a lot. This comment can mean a lot. So as creators, we got to remind ourselves, man, the things that I wish that I had coming to me, I need to put out first.
That's kind of what I implemented when I was starting to stream. And when I started doing that, my numbers shot like crazy. I went crazy for a while, then I kind of stopped streaming.
Yeah.
We need you back, Coop.
We do need you back.
So yo, shouts out to the streaming world, man. Follow me on Twitch. I'm affiliated, but I need to get back in these streets, man. But,
Dude is affiliated and stop.
I
Yo,
did.
don't forget
He
it.
did all the hard work and stopped.
No cap.
Yeah.
That's a
But
fact.
I need to get back in the
24
world.
hour
But
streams and everything.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing, man. Last thing for tonight, anybody you want to shout out, one shout out, if anybody deserves it, to get us out of here.
Shout
Who you
out my
gonna shout out?
dog WYDOE.
Shout out to WYDOE.
That's it, man. Shout out
Yeah,
WYDOE.
no, not me though. You got to get somebody for real. I
Oh,
appreciate
shouts
that.
out WYDOE.
Anybody who deserves it.
Don't
even got to know him.
Shout out to us.
There you go.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. we started with this last year, man, and with consistency and everything else, man. We keeping it pushing, keeping the meter going, and I just like I keep saying on the pod, man. I just glad I got a group of guys that's not yes men. We gonna challenge each other, but we always gonna uplift each other, man. No matter what the cause is. So shouts out to us, I would say.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl. Oh, go ahead, Flip.
Nah, go Weez.
Shout out to my girl, high school senior Kiani, man. She's signing tomorrow.
Ooh.
Signing day.
I don't know where she's signing. Don't tell me if you know. Don't tell me what she know. I got.
Oh, you don't know?
I got
yet?
invited.
Okay,
I got invited to go. So I'm gonna be there tomorrow at 3:00.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Shout out to her, man.
That's dope. Congratulations.
I just like to shout out everybody I surround myself around. I feel like I surround myself around a strong group that keep me going. We hold each other accountable. We motivate each other, even if we don't say it to each other. So yeah, I definitely appreciate the people I surround myself around, man. I could text people if I need some help. They gonna help me. They know I'm good for it. You know what I mean? So I like my group. I like the people I'm around.
Love that, man.
I like that.
Yeah.
Shout out Syndicate Nation and shout out WYDOE, yo. Just because we gonna make sure that we provide genuine content. And again, you say you're in again, this was aligned perfectly. You say you're educational podcast. We're a sports education podcast, making sure people get the most out of their lives and not living and dying by sports. So, bro, this is the perfect aligned collaboration.
And for the people that watch, make sure you subscribe to WYDOE Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to Syndicate Nation. Leave a comment, and in the comment, man, let us know how we can add value. That's what this is all for. If there's something you want us to talk about, some way we can add value to you, please leave a comment. Let us know. We definitely read the comments. Not me personally, but my guys definitely read the comments. That's right. We're gonna see it. Let me know what you say.
It'd be me arguing with y'all in the comments, just letting y'all know. It'd be me.
That's right, man.
I'm there too.
Sometimes like Thursdays, maybe we go just do this thing once a week, every two weeks. It'll be recurring. I can't wait. I want to shout out to my guy before we go. I want to shout out to my guy, Chris Carter. Chris Carter's a local legend, basketball player. Right now, he's currently in Germany, and he just won his 4th championship today. 4th chip. I believe it's 4th different team. So now they get to move on to the big boy BBL League. Yeah. So shout out to Chris Carter, Treasure Coast High alumni, a Florida Tech alumni, doing his thing, a real professional basketball player. We're going to have a lot of talks about pros. Yeah. I think a lot of people here could have been pro. It's really good to know if you really love a sport, you really want to chase it, you can do it for a living if you put the work in.
And bigger than that championship, shout out to him for still getting paid to play basketball. Baby.
Come on, man.
Thanks.
That's really doing it. Real German citizen, too. Really did. I had him on my show. He's one of my first guests I did. He's going to be here June 12th. He'll be in live in person. So shout out to that. Tune into that. But and besides that, shout out to the Syndicate Nation. Shout out to all these guys right here. My new brothers, dog. We're going to do this thing. Keep it growing. Keep it moving. You never know. You might see WYDOE pop up north one time. I'm familiar with
it. Hey, we wait to see you, bro. You know you're from up here.
Come on, now.
And when in doubt, keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck.
Come on, man. Appreciate y'all as always. Everybody else, have a great night. If no one told you, you look good, baby.
You look good, baby.